Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Ages of the Federation live stream. Today I'm joined, as usual, by my brilliant Klingon companion, Mr. Hobbs.
Kapla.
And today we're going to be looking at a new planet. We've detected a new planet.
Indeed.
So yeah, that's what we're going to be working on. Hello, Overseer. What's with the no? What's with the no?
No.
No. So yeah, I made a new wormhole. It's pretty. It's
pretty.
It's actually 3D. It looks a lot like the Bajoran wormhole. And yeah, it looks pretty nice in game. It's a bit more bloomy in game, but not which makes it look a bit nicer. Another thing we've made is, let's see, we've got the, first I've got to save this, planet wormhole, that particle, yes. Then we've also made a nice comet cluster, which is another type of gravity well, where you can, well, it's a cluster of comets. Mr. Dalek says, oh my prophet, it's the Bajoran wormhole. No, it's not, it's just a regular wormhole which happens to look the same.
It's just another celestial temple.
Yeah, this is not a celestial temple. This is like the celestial local neighborhood church. So yeah, that's the new comet cluster. I tried to make them look interesting and have a nice little effect on it while still keeping it a relatively cheap particle. It's not a cheap particle, but it's only in one gravity well, so it should be all right. And they all reuse the same like smoke texture, so that also helps in performance. And then we've added the particle fountain, which unlike the stock particle fountain is a lot more 3D space. So I know that the stock particle fountain seemed very flat, and this one's actually a lot more 3D-ish. I could make more wormhole designs, Taizan, but it's a question of resources versus what it's gonna do in the game. So like how much resource would you want to put in something which is essentially a minor feature in the game? I'll think about it, because there are other interesting wormhole designs. There you've got the Voyager version of the Barzan wormhole, which is pretty interesting, but overall there are not many interesting Star Trek wormhole ideas. Schism says celestial bicycle lane, and Mr. Dalek says the celestial bathroom. Funny enough, this is a heavily modified stock particle. Don't tell Schism. And don't tell Blair.
Is there a way in Notepad++ to compare two files?
Yes. I don't know how.
No, it's not that.
Well, let's see what else we're going to do. Yes, so we've got some mappings. We've got some stuff for maps done recently. So we've got our Galaxy Forge is set up for the most recent edition of the maps, and we've been making some interesting maps, which I'll show you in game in a bit. I've made a new clusters map, and as you'll see, it's got a few new icons. For example, these are ice field icons, and I've reused a couple of stock icons, but the idea behind this is that you'll be able to use the Galaxy Forge to create your own maps, and that the icons will be worthwhile displaying what they're kind of supposed to be. So, for example, if I were to add a planet here, and I were to add a let's say a unstable asteroid belt, you'll be able to tell that's an unstable asteroid belt by this unique icon. I'm not going to add it right now because this map's already functional. Hey, that's nice to hear, Dalek said. He said, hey guys, how's it going? Got a new job so I can actually watch a stream while... got a new job so I actually watch a while stream, yay. Okay, that's a very interesting sentence.
Words, things.
So, yeah, I'll show you this map in game in a bit, guys. What I'm first going to make is I'm going to make moons. for our more regular planet types, and I'm going to create a couple of moon models. Well, actually, I'm going to port a couple of moon textures over from Armada 3, because we do have a bunch of textures for moons, but I do feel we could make a few new ones. You know what, I might actually make a new one. So let's start up on the software that I use to create our planets, and that is called Grand Designer. Now, unfortunately, I lost all my templates for Grand Designer, so I've got to start all new, which is great. And Grand Designer moved to the wrong screen. There we go. Welcome to Grand Designer, where I can make a planet. So, you know, there's a class M work in progress here. So, you know, you can create a class M planet, and there's a yellow planet. I said there's a yellow planet. This is a yellow planet. This is not going to be for the mod, it's one of the stock templates. And there's an orange planet. It's not Mars at all. And then there's initial state. So we're going to use this planet to create a nice little moon texture, you know, for a nice moon. So let's first set the rendering quality. So if we render this at full resolution, so this is what it looks like at full resolution. So you get a more realistic view of how good it's going to look in game. So less pole pinching than some textures we used to have. So it's not going to be, you know, seeing a lot of what's it called, like pinching, pole pinching. Tyson asks, will we be getting AOTF gameplay in the stream, or is it going to be a normal dev stream? What do you think, Hobbs?
I think we need to actually do some work.
Yeah, we do need to do that.
I think we've been playing a lot lately. I think we've spoiled you a lot.
Yeah, we spoiled you a lot. So let's give this thing craters, because a moon usually has craters. Oh, look at that! It got hit real good. Let's take off craters for a second and start adding details. And let's add some. See if we can add a model. I kind of like the idea of that. And let's see. That's nice, isn't it? We can create kind of a difference in landscaping. Let's see if we can grab a nice noise type. See if we can grab a model here. That's a nice texture. Let's see if we can actually pick a color, because I kind of want this to be a gray one. So let's take the entire thing. And how do I make this? Saturation. Oh, that's odd.
What did you break?
There we go. That's a bit better. So it's a bit more moon-like, isn't it? Alright, so let's add details. And let's add. I used to know exactly how to work this, but I completely forgot. Huh. That's odd. Can have a feature.
That does not look quite right.
So let's grab a different seed for the craters. Let's change the relief a bit. That looks a bit more realistic, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's cool.
Let's render this in high resolution and see what that looks like. Now that looks nice for a moon. Not entirely convinced yet, but I'm going to see if we can do some details on it.
Broke the game.
There we go.
Not unbreak it though.
Well, since the Borg seem to need warming, I should just turn the thermostat down.
They're deciding if a Dalek can kill a Borg cube.
No, they can't.
And I think it depends which Dalek though. Because in the new series they are ridiculously OP. Like stupidly so. Like they melt bullets and stuff, it's stupid. But the old ones you just tip over or run upstairs. Yeah, did you know, Max, that the first Daleks in the first serial could only move on metal, so they couldn't actually leave their city? And they were powered by static electricity, like bloody dodgems.
Lol.
Lol. Stupid. Because they knock one out by making it drive over a cloak.
That just seems like the worst
And it just
oversight
like,
of the species
its
ever.
little ice storm just goes... And then one of them drives around inside it and pretends to be one, so they can escape.
Didn't Clara drive one in the new series, though?
No, she was one in the new series.
Yeah, she was one, but she also drove around in one of the later seasons.
I don't remember. The new series is crap.
There we go. That's one of the big craters is fine.
Yeah, but one flew in Revelation
Evening
of the
Draconian?
Daleks. No, Davros flew in Revelation of the Daleks. Or hovered, should I say.
All right, let's see if it. Let's see how it renders in high resolution. There we go. That looks like a proper moon, doesn't it, Hobbs?
It's looking good. I think one time we wanted a Dalek ship like the kind seen in the new series of the UFO ships that gave for high about 2,000 Daleks. Holy crap. Yeah, I like the big craters on it.
Let's see. I need to plan a geometry. Come on, where's the folder go? Oh, there we go.
Alright. I'm missing some strings.
Planets. Oh.
Chisholm, what's really weird is that his episodes he wrote for Russell T Davies were the best episodes of the Tennant era. Then when he took over, it was just like, oh, okay.
See how they turned out. There we go. Now it's just got to reduce it in size. 1024, I think by 512 is a fine texture for like a moon. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add the AO bake on the thing so we can create a bit more depth. Oof. I think it's fine like this. Image size 1024 by 512. I just got a black glossiness. Right, so I need to figure out what the textures of an asteroid are like again. So textures. That's just a regular.
Chisholm, have you seen the latest release of Shada? Because that's incredible. They animated the missing bits.
Basic moon. Basics moon.cl. Image size. Image size 64 by 32. Save as planet moon D8.
Just the moon.
Could you answer a couple of questions in the chat, the Hobbs, because I'm doing these. Could you answer a couple of questions in the chat if they're asking anything?
We're just talking about Doctor Who. It's great.
Just talking about Doctor Who. That's great. So those don't know, I'm actually prepping the textures of the moons that you'll see around planets.
I completely agree that Colin Baker has been redeemed by the Big Finish audiobooks.
Wasn't Colin Baker one of the like really silly doctors?
He was, hands down, his episodes were just the worst, poorly written 80s trash.
That's funny because I know one person who loved Colin Baker.
And also they just did stupid things like turning the 2 episodes per story instead of 4, so you had less cliffhangers, and it was just a bit like, yeah. And then they tried to bring it back with Sylvester McCoy, but still,
Sylvester McCoy was bad.
Some of his were good. His second season was way better than his first.
Oh, was it then? Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to find out how big these need to be. So I've got one of the larger asteroids from the... There you go, asteroid large 1. No. So this is the size that I'm going to base the moons on. Because I know they're about the same size as the big asteroids in game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a primitive new polygon mesh. An octahedron.
Right, I'm going to be right back while I refill my beverage. Everybody in the chat needs to type what their favourite Dalek episode of Doctor Who or story is and why, while Max makes a planet.
Alright, what's your favourite? You heard it, people. Planet _ basic moon. Right, so we've got the moon now. Let's see. Alright, I'm going to go freeze all transforms, and we're going to get the texture planet basic moon. And we're going to plop those textures into the game folder. And I'm just going to get my... I'm just going to find where the folder is. Planets. Planets. I'm going to grab that folder, and I'm just going to get property texture projection spherical. I'm going to go for view, render material manager, get rid of that large we're going to get rid of that large meteor material and the texture because we don't need those. Getting rid of that extra material. I'm going to close Malwarebytes in a second. And we're going to apply that basic moon texture. And we're going to actually show you that it's actually loading it. So look at that. The pole pinching is to a minimum what you can get with a model of this resolution. The only way to fix this if I were to make it a lot higher a lot higher polygon model, I might be able to do that. I think 20 might actually still do it. So you can see that the higher the resolution, the smaller the pinching is at the poles. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do to totally eliminate that because of 3D modeling limitation. I think this is already, from a distance, you're not going to be able to tell where it is, especially with such an uneven texture. I'm going to actually go to 15.
Alright, let's have a look.
This is how bad the pole pinching will be. I don't think it's that bad.
Zoom into the pole. I can't really see from here. Oh, it's not too bad.
Yeah, you'll look at it mostly from this side anyway. So.
Right, let's see what people's favourites are.
Right. I'm going to add a tangent.
Mr. Dalek is doing 2. Remembrance, that is a strong one. Modern, Journey's End. Which one's Journey's End? I can't remember. I really watched so little of New Who.
I watched a lot of the. I watched it up to Smith and the first season of Capaldi. That's where I stopped. I've
like dipped in and out, but not enough to.
I was religiously following it up until up until.
Oh, it's the one where Davros comes back and there's that crazy time Dalek. That's a bit mental, I think. Right. But Remembrance is a very strong choice. I agree with that. Tyson can't say his favourite Dalek episode. He's not a massive Doctor Who fan, and only really watched the 9th and 10th Doctor as well. We'll fix you eventually, Tyson. Dalek says best Dalek story I think is Power of the Daleks. That is a really good one. So Max, did you know that a lot of like classic early first and second Doctor stories are missing completely?
Yes, I've heard that.
Because the BBC put them in the bin because nobody watches repeats. That's cheating. People pay their license fee for new content, not to watch a rerun. The idea is disgusting.
That's
so they
preposterous, isn't it?
But considering that they decided that everything would go in the bin, and there's, most of it exists, it's just insane that we've been so fortunate to get so much classic Doctor Who back, right? But yeah, that story has been animated as well for the DVD release, and that's a good one as well to watch animated. So they turn it into cartoon because they still have the original audio recording from it.
But they got rid of the video.
So because they binned the
That's stupid.
Binned the tapes because they're too expensive to use, or sometimes they even like re-recorded over them.
Oh, that's just painful to hear, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, but you got to pay your TV license.
The food, everything to think that they're good and gonna cook for you. Yeah, that is so good. Because the audience obviously knows they're bad, but they're convincing these colonists that they're good because they've never seen a Dalek before. And yeah, it's good.
Which one was it?
Who would crush the Dalek Sutek?
I didn't mind Asylum of the Daleks. I mean, it is the first episode with
That was so wasted. I read in the news about how they were bringing back every Dalek from every story, every iteration, but they're just in the background, and it's just such a shame. Centurion, Genesis, or Remembrance. Genesis is very good. Genesis was one of the very first classic Doctor Who stories I watched because they brought them back for an anniversary in the 90s. I can't remember which one it would have been. It probably would have been 40th, maybe? I don't even know. No, it can't be 40th. I don't even know. So, really any 60s Dalek story as it shows the Daleks as intelligent schemers. Correct. The problem Dalek Seth, I find, is that the 60s are great because you can see the Daleks as they're intended, whereas later on the props are just disintegrating and you can't really think, oh wow, they're scary when they're held together with sellotape and there's paint scratches all over them. And whereas in the 60s they're still effectively brand new, so they look amazing. Shizm, the last really good Dalek episode was the finale of season 4 of New Who. The scene where they start attacking Earth and all the yeah, that is a good scene. Even though I hate New Who, I will accept that.
Right, time to add that moon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to asteroiddef.asteroiddef. Yeah.
Jubilee is my favorite. Which one's that?
And I've got to create a new template count. There's a lot of templates here, like of asteroid clusters.
I don't think I've heard that one.
What, this file?
No, sorry. I'm still talking about Doctor Who. Jubilee, it's audiobook.
So let's take. Let's just take one of these. Let's take template. And let's make that 18 templates. And we'll call you mesh group, right? Maximum asteroid count 1. And we're going to call up mesh. I think it was planet basic moon.mesh. And we're going to set minimum distance is 0.3, maximum distance 0.5, 0.05, and 0.1. I'm going to call you moon_single. And we're going to create a new.
That's my walk to work sorted. Shism's just linked me the Spotify Doctor Who audiobooks are in Spotify. I had no idea. Amazing. Right.
Single moon.
I'm gonna have to do modding as I talk about Doctor Who, otherwise I'm not actually. I'm just going to talk about Doctor Who all evening. Right. Let's make some strings for the crossfield research. How to derail a stream, talk to Hobbs about Doctor Who.
Right, so let's add this asteroid group to one of the planet types. So let's go to planet. Let's take class M type 1 and type 2. And we're going to copy this mesh group, single moon, or moon single. And we're going to go to here and we're going to go paste them into 2 of the asteroids. So some of them has asteroids, same thing with this. There we go. So let's give this a going game and see if we can find a map which has the new asteroids or the new moons. And we can also have a look at the new gravity wells.
My good God!
Yeah.
0, 1, 2, 3. 3.
Uh-oh. Okay. I made a mistake somewhere. I'm going to find it.
What's everyone's favourite Dalek design? I personally only really know the first New Who Daleks, the gold ones. My favourite design has to be the Chase Onwards. So that's the classic with the slats. Yeah, that's good. I think they're my favourite. Although there's one in Planet of the Daleks that has a machine gun, which is pretty badass.
Oh, there you go. That's what's wrong. Cluster count 1.
Is it Planet or is it the other one? Basically, they land on a planet where there's like an energy dampening field. Basically, that episode of DS9, to the death. So none of their phases work. But the Dalek guns don't work, so they go back in their spaceship and just put machine guns where their exterminator guns are. They're like, hold my beer. But I can't remember which one that was. Death to the Daleks, thank you.
All right, let's see if it works now. Death to the fallen infidels.
I'm so glad we have so many Daleks in the chat.
It's weird, isn't it?
We need to keep them around because this.
I may just migrate over here to escape all the Doctor Who madness. That is the YouTube chat, says Admiral Taizan on Twitch. Also, Taizan, you'll have the quicker response between chat and stream because you know YouTube always lags a bit behind.
That episode and
so let's show them the new clustered map because we've got some.
Oh yes, let's show them that because that's really cool.
We've got something new to show you as well. A new feature on maps.
A new purdy.
It's a new purdy. It's not just like the purdies of the purdies you've already seen. It's a new kind of purdy.
So this idea, basically, we're thinking about
implementing it in every map.
Every map will have the same kind of gist. And we think it's cool. Fed research. Ship unlock, is it under that? No. Oh, here we go. Mill 1 ship. Crossfield. I want to change that from 1, 2, 3.
I mean, you don't need to build the research button because we already have a build button for it. Yay!
Indeed.
Asteroid template not found. Single_ moon. Uh-oh.
You idiot.
Still broke it. Close game. Close game.
I've done a research. An actual grown-up research, not an anomaly research, which is like half cheating. I don't know if I'm remembering it wrong, but the suicide Daleks being an excuse to get new Dalek. Did they actually blow up the original props? I don't remember.
Oh, that's how it works. Okay, I did it reversed. Okay, so that needs to be
minus 87 million.
That needs to be mesh name. Single moon.
Let's see if I've done this correctly now.
So I fucked it up, guys. I've got to restart the game again. Give me a second. I made a mistake. I forgot how the asteroid file worked.
You idiot.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's so sad.
I know. It feels terrible.
Such potential.
God, I love the fact that the game will take forever to load up again. One of the things we actually wanted to do as a test was, in A3 back in the day, was to make like planets which are in orbit of gas giants, but we found that it's not really doable in game, which is a shame. And I might have a way to do it now. Might.
Maybe.
But it's not exactly practical.
Yeah, and Mr. Dalek, wasn't there one of those from the film as well? Oh, mine is also taking forever to load. Oh, mine just loaded.
Did yours now?
Yeah, Crossfield's in.
What? Filled my mesh group.mesh? What? Oh boy, I messed up somewhere bad. What the hell am I doing wrong today?
Oh my god.
Mesh group name. Okay, single_ moon. Okay. Oh. Oops. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Planet_. I thought I pasted this here. Basic moon. I must seem very competent today, mustn't I, gentlemen? I'm doing a fantastic job at showing you how quickly we troubleshoot. I'm blaming you, Taizan.
Right, so that's done. So I'm gonna. Is it okay if I push these? You're not in the entity manifest, are you?
No, I'm not doing anything in the entity manifest.
It's the first time I've been in there, so I've probably broken it all. But you don't mind. Right, so I've got... Go away. Got a string file. I've got player UFP. I've got the...
Oh, I of course need to press start game. Oh.
Research. And that one. So that leaves that one, that one, that one. I'll push that anyway. Got to do that last time.
Right, this should work. Max demoted to toilet cleaner, Hobbs promoted to mod owner. Alright, Hobbs, you need to do all the work now. Everything.
Oh, fuck.
That'll be an interesting stream. Watch Hobbs try to code an ability. Yeah!
Yeah. Crossfield has its own unique research now. Commit.
Now, if there's one thing I can say, I'm really proud of how my NX class turned out.
Humble brag. We need Connor back so we can redo all these things now you've changed how the models all look. Yeah, but Mr. Dalek, that's also the story where one of the Daleks clears its throat to use a microphone. It legit does a... Pretty much.
Oh god, that's terrible. If I'm demoted to toilet cleaner, by the way, Tyson, do I get my own plunger like a Dalek? I love how in the new series they actually made that plunger a bit scary, where it, like, enveloped somebody's whole face, like.
Well, it's yeah, in the classic series they did swap. Like there were some Daleks that had different things. Like some had flamethrowers. Pretty mental.
Apparently, according to Tyson, I do have my plunger. Yes! Look, no more errors! Now let's see if we can find a planet with a moon. Let's see if it shows up as I want it to. Oh look, a Class 2 comet! Well, this is certainly worthy of our attention.
Is that one of the newbies?
Nah, it's one of the existing ones, but
oh, that's less exciting.
a single comet. Class M Terran, that should have a moon. This is the variant. It doesn't have a moon.
For a Cylon, you're very clued up on Doctor Who, Centurion. I love it. The real question is, how do the Daleks build anything? They've got machines for that. They've got little assembly lines, haven't they? Yeah, and slave labour. That's what the fouls are for.
Of course, this Class M Terran also just has asteroids. I think also added it to a Class M Baron.
Where are these moons at then?
Trying to find one. Which has it. Right, so I've added it to, it has a chance to spawn, like, one of the meshes of the Class M's.
What was the chance?
50%.
Oh, what's
look.
the big thing? What's that? What's that? Get it! Get it! That's no moon. No, wait, that is a moon. I think someone's already made that joke.
That is one of the moons. Distance is a bit far, isn't it? But aren't you noticing a nice little star in the background there?
Max, Dialect would like to know what's your favourite model you've done for the mod?
Oh, that's a hard one.
Ship, station.
Oh, by the way, Tyson, that's a camera option you can turn on yourself under Interface, Camera, Enable Twist.
Twist.
It allows me to make pretty screenshots. But anyway, as you can see there, one of my favorite model that I've done. I really enjoyed making the NX class. And actually, no, I think my favorite model doing was the Yorktown, because I wanted to get that thing so accurate to Legacy.
Spawn it in.
I will in a second, but as you look, if you look, you'll see a star in the background. However, the star is here at the center of the system. So what's up with that, you might think? So we've created fake stars, which we know dummy stars. So we can kind of create fake little solar systems. They're technically a planet, but they act like stars, and they also have the nice little star. See the star effect. I still need to add a little bit of a particle effect to them because I don't have it, but they tend to get over bright when I add a particle effect. So let's experiment with that right now. I can actually. Because if they're over bright in the distance, it doesn't really matter, does it? Oh, wrong forge. Particle forge.
Yeah, so basically the idea with this is that rather than you essentially be fighting over a solar system every time you play Sins, or AOTF, which, is a bit unrealistic, you'll basically be fighting over a sector or a group of solar systems, which makes it a bit more lore friendly and a bit more fun. So you have the biggest groups of actual planets around these fake stars, which will all revolve around the biggest star, the standard map star, which has to be there. And then further out, away from these clusters of planets, you'll have like your kind of deep space and asteroids and stuff like that. That's an interesting question, Mr. Dalek. Why do your clicks sound like Windows 95? Well, the answer to that is that Max actually runs a Windows 10 skin over the top of Windows 95, which is a fun fact not a lot of people know.
Don't tell them. Don't tell them. Let's see what this looks like.
Oh my god, it's glowy.
Actually looks really nice, doesn't it? From distance it'll look like a proper star. From up close it'll you'll see the What do you think, Hobbs?
I think that was good.
See, from a distance it's an overbright star, but if you look at the sun from a distance it'll look like that.
I don't know if it's the stream make it look flickery, but when you zoom in and out,
it is flickery, but there's no way to fix that Sins rendering, unfortunately. It's this, isn't it? But yeah, one of the things these map designs do is they kind of really encourage you to research the faster warp speeds, because it will take a long time to travel in between these points. But if you do research, the new warp speeds, you'll get a lot more out of it. I don't think people have seen these, have they? Have they seen the new pirate turrets?
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe they have. And the extra pirate ships that they've seen this one that's been around for a while.
That barge has been there for a while. That one's been there for a while.
But this one hasn't.
That one's cool.
there's also this fucko. I still need to add the fighters. I think Neff already gave them to me, so I need fighters that will actually launch from this carrier.
That'd be super cool.
Oh, assault shuttles.
Oh, speak of which, I fixed the Klingon carrier launching
Oh, you did?
Federation shuttles.
Yeah, it wasn't a huge issue, but it was...
Nah, it was one line of code. It was
Yeah. Right, so let's
fix.
actually fix the moons. So let's go back to the asteroid def. Stupid name. And let's go there, max distance 0.7, Z offset 1.5. Let's have a look now. And also let's add template 18, let's add 19, single moon, group, 3 moons. Just be 3 of the same moon model, but who cares? Actually, it's mesh group name, so can add some large. So the possibility of different. It's 15. Single moon will call you large and moon, and we'll copy 2 large asteroids as well. But we'll copy. There we go. 3. Call you that. Call you 3 moon, and it's got mesh groups, large and moon. So maybe like, now let's make that 5 moon. 5 moon. And we'll go those to class J. The 2 class J types will get asteroid template. MT will be filled with 5 moon. Let's have a look. No Dalek, we haven't gotten that started yet, but it is something we will be getting in the game a bit later once we start working on the particle weapon effects. I mean random events, I'm sorry.
And back again. Right, let's check up on the chat. Did you get the Zindi planet weapon to blow up a planet, by the way?
I already answered that question.
Oh, what was the answer?
We're focusing on other things right now. But it's not hard to do. It's basically force the planet to scuttle, and what the biggest challenge is I'm going to have to create particle effects for each. Yeah, particle effect for each planet's size that blows up.
You just go the stock Sims route of just having like the entire screen light up and then fade away and there'll be nothing left.
Just like a like a static display.
Yeah.
You promised this ages ago. Yeah, but I haven't broken my promise. I just haven't added it yet. I will still add it. You know, you think you'll never start. Holy crap, EA has announced Command & Conquer Tiberium Dawn and Command & Conquer Red Alert Remaster for PC.
What, Tiberium Dawn and Red Alert?
Yeah.
should do Red Alert 2. I'd buy the shit out of that.
If Red Alert 2 ever remasters, holy crap!
Yeah,
I will buy that in
Imagineering's
a
Revenge
heartbeat.
remastered. I would play nothing else.
Kirov reporting. Right, so Class J definitely has it now. Hey, look at that! It's got lots. It's got. Look at that.
What am I looking at?
Moon.
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 It's got another moon there.
If you could have in real life in this century any ship from Star Trek, crew included, under your command, what ship would it be? Right. Do you mean have a Star Trek ship in our century, as in the 21st century, or do you mean have a ship in the AOTF timeline? I'm confused by the question. But I
think it's more like if you can have one for real, what would you want? I know, if I could have a real starship, real Star Trek starship, that's a tough one. What would you want to have, Hobbs?
Probably a Galaxy, something huge.
Something with a holodeck. I don't know. I'd want an Intrepid. I think they're sexy on the inside as well. I need to check out the Class M one because it seems like that one's not set up properly.
Right, let's get in here. I might as well finish these anomalies before I blow my brains out.
There we go. Class M can now only have moon.
Moon. TRS Connie's a good choice. I think I just get annoyed with the buttons though, because like I've seen people try to play Bridge Crew, and it looks like it'll give you an aneurysm. Columbia class that would have happened had ENT not been cancelled. Is that the refit?
That's the as I'd like to call it, the Endeavour refit, because you know the Columbia was the NX-02 and the NX-2 doesn't have the secondary hull. Blah blah blah.
Okay, right, I get it. I would have the Connie refit. The Connie refit is strong.
It's strong. I mean, if
But I'd
anything,
have the Connie refit from Undiscovered Country because the others are kind of weird.
oh, you know what I'd want? I'd want an Excelsior, a TMP Excelsior with the TMP L cars.
From Search for Spock.
No.
With the chair things and the massive like.
At least I
Purple
want to
alert.
have. I'd want to
Slightly
have.
higher than purple alert.
I'd want to have a baton so I can whack your ass, though.
You want like 7 condition alerts by the turbo lift just in case. Mildly annoyed alert. Oh, and you'd want it to make that cartoon car breaking down noise whenever your warp engines fail.
Fucking like, and get out and do the swing.
What is your favourite Starship bridge that's appeared on screen?
You know, I think the most beautiful looking bridge was the Galaxy's Generation bridge. It's the Galaxy Bridge in Star Trek Generations.
Oh, what with the little side bits?
Yeah.
Because they added the little side consoles, didn't they?
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
I mean, the Sovereign bridge is cool, but
I'm not a fan of the Sovereign.
I just love the wooden finish stuff, you know, in the Galaxy. Undiscovered Country Connie refit is also nice.
Yeah.
The Prometheus bridge was nice, and I've got a picture of this. I really like this bridge. It was.
I liked the Enterprise B bridge.
Yeah,
Because
well,
it's
they're
got
all
really
based on
big,
the same thing, and
it's got the really big like console behind, like the.
yeah, the big MSD.
Yeah.
I really like the Nova class bridge, which was this. I really like this kind of console that had like the wraparound, and it had like a kind of bending over the edge kind of console thing at the bridge station. Yeah, I think this is this is the bridge. Yeah, look, I really like this. But funny enough, that's all based on the same bridge, which is based on this one, which is the Excelsior bridge. It's the same
Which is also
set.
the what's the one that separates?
Prometheus. Yeah, I really love the Prometheus bridge as well.
I like it, but I don't like the color scheme.
Oh, this is the Nova refit from I think the Equinox bridge. Yeah, this is the one I like. Where it's got that little console that kind of wraps around the edge like a Galaxy Edge phone. So a good picture of like the consoles. Oh, that's a nice picture. Like a repair ship capturing a Nova class. I think this was drawing by Andrew Probert.
Oh, that's quite cool.
It's like a Andrew Probert Wolf 359 Survivors thing. Doesn't make sense that Nova's there. Andrew Probert, Andrew Probert doesn't know shit.
Fuck you, Probert.
You ruined this too. Hey, you're not Andrew Probert. You're Rick Berman. Fuck you, Rick Berman. But there's actually a really art station. I need to go to artstation.com. And I've got to show you guys a couple of bridges that I really like. If I type in Star Trek, I know that there's one guy, if I can find him.
Hold on to your apps.
There we go, already found the guy.
Exiled Hunters here.
Aft, brother!
Aft, brother.
Aft, brother!
Mookie.
So this guy did some really nice looking bridges, and yeah, this one I really liked. I really liked that one. This one was nice too.
Well, that blue.
I really like this bridge. It's like a in between Galaxy and Excelsior bridge, and I thought it was really sexy.
I should stop looking at the stream and look at Discord so I can see live what you're talking about. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of got that nice mix, isn't it?
Yeah, it's weird. Because it's almost like a kit bashed bridge.
I also really liked this take on the Excelsior bridge. It's got that nice center console.
Yeah.
And the green L cars.
That's the center the best center console is the TMP Connie one because it looks like a kind of massive ship compass thing. It's awesome.
Yeah. I love the L cars of this style though. I also really like this one, which is a kind of a refit.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah, I like
I much prefer the lighting of that. I'm not a fan of the big like super bright bridges, which is the one thing I don't like about TNG. It's just like it's not moody enough. It's just like all the lights are on.
I don't mind this one either. It's a take on a battle bridge, but so I think he's done some other stuff. Farpoint version, season 7 version. He actually did a complete analysis of the. So we've seen that one. We've seen that one. We've seen that one. This one's pretty interesting. It's from a first Springfield class. This would fit so easily in TNG. Like if they had to do an episode on the USS Chekhov, they take the battle bridge, redress it. This is something they do in TNG.
Yeah, that's cool. They use the battle bridge for everything. Like the Hathaway had the battle bridge, the Enterprise C had the battle bridge.
Encounter at Farpoint Galaxy class bridge with the wooden panels on the side.
Oh yeah.
And there's the season 7 version of the bridge. This is the more recognizable.
Yeah.
It's funny, but if you grab the the Farpoint station, one of the changes nobody knows, if you look at the consoles, they're slanted inwards.
Yeah, and the chairs are like full recline mode.
Yeah. And in the season
They're
7...
practically lying down in the front.
Yeah. In Season 7, it was more ergonomic, and they changed the color of the wood as well. It was a lot darker in Farpoint. That might have been the lighting as well. Then, of course, this is the USS Odyssey bridge, by the way. This guy did a complete analysis of how it's supposed to look.
Oh, wow. That's really cool.
Still think it's like their battle bridge, which they were on. But then there's this one. This is a USS Challenger. Oh yeah, the
That one's cool. That's
this is
like
a Sovereign-esque galaxy bridge. Yeah. I love this. Oh, this is sexy. I love
look what they've done with it. They've done the Galaxy X thing with the view screen.
Yeah, but I like this console look. It's
No, it's cool. It's because I mean we know that they were still going in DS9, so.
Well, you know, this is the USS Challenger, so you know the Geordi LaForge ship, but this. Oh, that's sexy as fuck. Because you can clearly see it's still like the same layout as a Galaxy bridge, just, you know, updated. Black alert.
No, not black alert.
Oh, this is practically the same, but this is more in. If you look at this one, this is a bit more in. If you look at the Elcar's colors, it's a bit more Nemesis-y, and I think if you look at this one, it's a bit more First Contact-y.
Hmm.
I love this color scheme of Elcar's. It's done nice, and I think for Nemesis they went a bit too blue, and they had a lot of gold on this.
My favorite Elcars is TMP.
What, this,
just,
yeah, they're blue and green. Ah.
And the circles, everything not everything has to be like a square.
Yeah, I like these kinds of displays and that thing, whatever it does, and then that.
Top right.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, that's stuff like that's really cool. Oh, the Yesterday Enterprise Galaxy Bridge. That's a good one.
What?
The Yesterday Enterprise Galaxy Bridge. The super military version of the Galaxy class.
Oh yeah, that one's really good. Isn't that?
Good.
Do you mean
like
parallels?
Got, grating like grills on everything and.
Yeah. All good things. Galaxy Bridge. Well, this is very useful.
Wow, that's helpful.
What you mean this with this sort of stuff?
No, Yesterday Enterprise. Not all good thing. No, that one in All Good Things was crap.
Well, this is an interesting take as well. That's pretty cool. You mean this one?
Yeah.
It's hard to tell, yeah. I also really like the parallels.
It's like not a lot changes between their uniforms, but the belts with the.
I like this thing with like the big status display glass thing.
I don't know.
But anyway, where were we? What were we going to do? Ah, yes. I'm going to push my things. I'm going to pull your things. Oh god, that sounded wrong.
Ooh, pull my thing. Moongie. Right, I need to do. Pulls that. I need to do the. Give all research thing.
Do a poll.
Change galaxy. Change player, is it? Give all research.
Push. The Federation is gone. My beard is everywhere.
We haven't shown the new. You've done your research overlay.
Oh yeah, we haven't shown that, have we? All right, let's start up the game.
Share my screen.
The quality-wise, considering it's such a small thing, you know, with low resolution, I think it might be best if I share it on the stream.
Fine, whatever. I didn't know Daleks wear war pants. Mr. Dalek's pants are inside out. It's a travesty.
Well, they just... How would a Dalek wear pants? Would it wear pants over the actual Dalek machine, or would it wear pants over each
like
tentacle?
Superman. Like Superman. But the planets themselves have all the hemispheres over as well.
God. Wouldn't that basically be a skirt though? Because I love it when we geek out though.
I want to see who can guess where my anomalies are from as well. I've still got 3 to make.
Honestly, I don't understand the weather in this country. Like last week, I've been almost been able to go outside without a jacket on because it's been that warm, and they're expecting freezing temperatures next week. I'm like, I'm so confused.
Yeah, it was really rainy this week, and then now it's like, oh, it's gonna sunny at the week. What?
And I was like, oh. Holodeck Moriarty, which is so cool. I love the Moriarty episode, but I love the actor as well. He was funny as hell in The Nanny as well.
Yeah, I love kind of steampunky stuff like that.
I was watching Titanic yesterday with a lady friend.
Go on.
And as soon as David Warner shows up, all I can think is, my name is Chancellor Gorkon. Because it was like 6 years after filming The Undiscovered Country, so it wasn't that long ago comparison.
Yeah, isn't he his like bodyguard or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spicer Lovejoy. Detect everything. So let's see, this Class M Terran should now have a moon! Look, it has a moon!
Oh yeah, yeah, Seth, I know, yeah. It was a bit more than just some rain.
Look at that, Hobbs.
Oh, it's the moon. It's just spinning.
It's funny though, because it will spawn at a random angle, so it won't always rotate around the
That's good, because then, we don't need that much variation then, because you're not really going to be able to tell them.
I can make a nice screenshot of that.
And then you must complete all research.
That's a nice shot.
Complete all research.
Actually, let's show to see if we can got some anomalies, because anomalies will always have this icon. So an anomaly will always have kind of a swirly. So one of the things we've just spotted here is one of the new comet clusters. It's a purdy. I've added these little extra chunks of the comet that are dragging behind it.
Yeah, it's cool.
And the nice thing is, Hobbs, they're not even new models. I just reused our ice asteroid assets.
Nice. So how do you know if it has an anomaly? It has the swirly.
Yeah, this is a swirly. That's an anomaly. See, this is let's see if there's any other swirlies on the map, because there's a bunch of the planets which are completely random. So Cloud is a nebula, which is technically also an anomaly, but it's nebula. So unfortunately, that's the only anomaly. Ah, there's a rich. Look, it's a rich asteroid belt which has a lot of.
This shit. But if you complete your research, they'll still come up in your on the screen, because technically it's a research.
What do you mean?
Discoveries.
Oh, you mean
planetary doodahs.
Planetary. You mean artifacts.
Yes. Words, things.
Well, first I'm going to show off some of the stuff we've done to improve the tree. So I've got to build some stuff for that, so we can show them the new structure complete. Let's build some stations. So if you have a look now, you'll see that... is this the arrow that's been fixed?
They've all been fixed.
Look, no more weird arrows.
And also the crossfield has its own research now.
Ooh, where's it? Oh, look at that! Fill me, Orion. Oh god.
Oh yes, fill me.
Yeah, that makes sense that the two of them are linked together.
The main Titanic one, Dalek, the what's he called? The director?
James Cameron.
Yeah, Cameron's one.
Right, so one of the new things we also added is we added a new overlay, so when the research is finished, so you actually be able to tell which one's done.
And the main reason for this is because Max hates me.
What? Yeah, because he just made the buttons green. Guys, buttons having being green.
You haven't built 8 of them. You've only built like
Shut
7.
Up. So let's have a look at the discovery screen, because how many did you add?
I still need to do 3. The I'll never let you go. Immediately, let's go one.
Oh, look at that, folks! Oh, that's beautiful. So that's a targeting computer. That's a listening post. Automated mines. Dense tritanium. Have shared their knowledge of for a super dense form of tritanium. Oh, that's interesting. That's a nice take. Unidentified ship. Is that like just like a random UFO?
Yes.
Alien laboratory. Planetary shield. Trading center. And of course, behold! The greatest achievement in the universe! The Singularity Engine! The perfect marriage between man and machine! Its beauty is truly haunting! Can you see me now, Father? You'll never leave again!
So yeah, there's a few Easter eggs in there. The
for the people that don't know the Singularity Engine.
Oh, I'm sure they know what it is.
Don't judge me. I love the fact that somebody just cut that out of the video just to make this.
I'm sorry you had to put up with this again.
Behold, the greatest achievement in the universe, the Singularity Engine. The perfect marriage between man and machine. Their beauty will be haunting. Can you see me now, Father? You'll never leave again.
I want to add a planetary bonus called Obi-Wan Bongo Larry Kenobi.
Can we put one in that's the last laser master?
Yes! Yes!
It's on the right already. Top one, up next.
I know.
No.
Steve Obi-Wan Ben Larry Kenobi. Yeah, that's the one. Steve Obi-Wan Ben Larry Bongo. Yeah, I'd like the best clips. Oppressive more. I still feel we need to add... No, we need to add DJ Dooku. I still think that whoever did this is one of the best Christopher Lee impersonators ever.
I don't think I've seen a DJ Dooku one.
Makes me feel young. Good food does.
Dooku.
Tell you have I, of young days.
Here we go.
Scoot, scoot. When young like you I was. Party, we did.
Yep.
Confidence, high. Midichlorian count, higher.
Yep. And you owned the dance floor too?
Yes, the dance floor. Owners of it were we, yes. No other crew like us, was there? Tell you now, Duke, I will. Of our greatest day.
Everybody make some noise for the #1 DJ in the galaxy, DJ Dooku!
It's so beautiful. I love this when they did the voice perfectly.
Are you ready to move your bodies to the thrum of sonic perfection?
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Exiled Hunter says, I'm ready to move my aft. And this is one nice rave party. I just want to see the one part. Yes, it's very much a parody on the Mortal Kombat theme, Dalek set. But it gets even better. It's actually a weirdly catchy song.
It's just a random cast. Just love the Ryu, Django, Barris, Stannis. But this is
Singular, now is your chance. Show them your power.
this is a very important song because in the beginning there was only darkness.
Then came the Laser Masters, keepers of the light.
And singular.
Mysterious power, who pushed back.
He was in a birthing cocoon, you know.
For many ages there was much peace and dancing.
Just I love Chewie. Ah!
Their deeds were forgotten, and the order of the Laser Masters vanished. But now, the darkness has returned, and there is only one hope to keep the agents of darkness at bay.
Are you ready to shake that aft?
Laser Master.
The most subtle nod I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. Look at that with grace.
His heart is pure, his body strong. The Laser Master puts it all on the line. He'll push himself to
Close up on Han Solo.
the power of light.
Got the lightsaber sounds.
His whole time. When he fights for peace. He never fights for the wrong reasons.
I just love the fact it goes on for infinity.
It gets even better.
What exactly is he fighting for? The storyline seems a little dubious. Is it real or a metaphor? Why is dance required to free us?
And the force kick, of course.
Is the darkness man or beast?
Oh yeah, the kick. There it is.
Questions my confusion's increased. Can someone help me figure out just why? Is the love
Now it's a double-bladed Infinity Saber.
Go, grand finale.
Light and darkness before my eyes. The motivation still a little hazy. If evil wins, then what is the prize? I think that maybe I'm just
Doesn't it cut to like Tatooine from space and it's still like pointing out?
here. The darkness hides inside our very souls. When hope is lost and the ending is near, I think
No, I haven't seen Hostiles on a Hill.
figured out just why. He's the last laser master. He's the last laser master.
It just goes on in space.
It's just like straight up into nowhere.
He's the last laser master.
It was Jabba's birthday party, by the way. That's what it was for.
Han Singular, you are the single greatest disappointment of my entire life.
Han Singular.
And singular.
But yeah, you guys need to watch Aeronauts' entire series because it just gets wackier and wackier and wackier. It really gets to a ridiculous point. So
So
if
we
you
need to try and see if anybody can recognise any of the Easter eggs in the artifact screen.
I'm actually going to show them how ridiculous the new fastest warp speed is.
Oh, have you done a max on it? The max balance?
Yeah, but it makes sense with the planetary clusters. You've already seen these. So when you've maximally researched the warp speed, that's how fast they'll go.
But they're not at warp.
That is.
I'm looking at the stream again. Right. Let's have a look. Right, let's see. Yeah, that's alright, I guess.
But it'll help a lot in these larger sections, you know, when you're going.
Yeah. So I was wondering, why is that called the Enterprise NX-01, but it's got the...
Because it's the hero ship. Also upgrade to the Columbia type.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Okay, so I've got a question about the NX-01.
Also, the torpedoes now actually do turn, and sometimes, yeah, you'll get that they miss, but they did that with the previous version as well.
So, AOTF 1 is set with the Federation being formed, right?
Yeah.
So, why is the President of the Federation back on the Enterprise?
Because you'll probably lose him mid-game.
Because he's a madman. A madman! What's that, three little blokes stood to the right of your screen?
Where?
Yellow blokes. Oh,
It's if you're researching diplomatic victory.
interesting. Gotta love the pseudo bastards.
Not the amount of them that they're here. Let's spawn at Yorktown.
So the Yorktown's your favourite
Yeah.
ships that you made?
That was modeling was really nice.
I don't know what mine is. Oh, I've done modelling in ages. What's
Didn't you really enjoy making the D7?
the D7's pretty cool. Bung a D7 in.
Just make it for the Federation.
Yeah, yeah. There she blows.
It's been nicely substance painted. Open fire!
You gotta get his fighters going.
Look at that, folks, the Klingon shuttle, which is in game. Where are you going, buddy? If you're gonna attack.
Yeah, why is he not firing?
It is firing, I can hear it, but
Has it not got a particle on it?
it does, it should have. Yeah, it is, but sometimes the game glitches out in dev mode.
Oh, okay.
Also, it doesn't help that I did like the instant research for everything and stuff.
I also like my take on the Romulan bird of prey.
Yeah, that's one. That one's nice too. Oh look, I've actually colonized stuff. And of course, they're building a crap ton of culture stations.
Yeah, because what else are you gonna build?
And they have actually built shipyards. That's a good sign. And a capital shipyard.
Yeah, because one of the things that we've done is moved the shipyards from the logistics menu to the tactical menu.
This is actually a test because we've never checked if they actually did that.
Uh-oh.
So where's their fleet? Daedalus. They've got a few ships there. Right, they've got a lot of ships here.
They're spending all their money on culture stations. Have they built their Titan already? Oh no, it's
Random name. Oh, it does have a nice ability on it. Look. Oh, they've actually got some.
culture spam is almost as good of a spam as the Cardina spam.
They've built a nice amount of variety of ships in this, actually.
It would be
wait,
a
they built
shame
a
if
crap ton of-
a number of Romulan ships were to decloak. Hint, hint. Hint, hint. Hint, hint. You just got to play the decloaking sound in your head.
It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt the game.
Yeah. Stand by. Oh god. How many Pernish-shaped ships have you got in there? That's not the real Pernus. There she is. There she is. What's the Romulan ship's 3 letters?
Oh, I know why it's not firing torpedoes, by the way, because of faction type.
Oh, okay. Oh, of course, yeah. Sneaky Romulans. That, to be honest, the Swift. No. What's the one with the long wings?
Swiftly.
No, not that one. The faster one that we shorten the wings a bit. That one.
Starglider.
Yeah, I love the Starglider.
I like what I did with the nacelles on it. It's a little extra thing on the grill.
Yeah. I think finished it looks amazing.
Bye, Kamari.
But the Kira is going to get savaged. Oh, it has been savaged.
It's being savage. I also like how this one turned out.
Yeah, that was cool. Battle Hawk.
And now, guys, they're not even doing full damage because, you know, they don't have...
Metal Hawk. Can you see the bird underneath?
It's too dark. It's like, ambush!
Is my Shadow Hawk class in the fleet? Which one's the Shadow Hawk?
That's the intelligence vessel, I made that.
Show me which one it is.
Shadowhawk is that one.
Ah, there it is.
I made that.
Yeah, that's a good one. Got all the little aerials sticking out of it. I love the hull shape. I love what you did, like basically from the underside where it like fills out. Nice.
I also like how these ones turned out surprisingly.
Yeah, for Starfleet Museum ships.
I think they'll look really good once we throw them through Substance Painter.
Yeah, I think they're just kind of like, they just look so weird that you can tell that they're very old by this point.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's really cool. I think it's cool
Carrier variant of the Gallant Wing.
Yeah. Little cargo bays on the. Yeah.
Oh look, they've sent in more.
But wait, there's more. Are they still spamming Kelvins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can fix that. Oh, they've got artillery ships. This
Oh,
Romulan
dear.
fleet might not do as well as you think.
Have they got Federation shield colours?
Yeah, because they're. It's
Yeah,
based
I
on the
know. I
faction you're
didn't
playing.
know if that was assigned by. We really need to see more Romulan shit in these dev streams. Hopefully, Feds can be done soon so we can see more of Rommies.
Once we're done with Feds, we're going to focus on Klingies, though.
Yeah, we need to try and get at least 2 playable, fully done factions, because then we can let you guys bloody play the thing, and then you'll stop asking the forbidden question.
Yeah.
And then we can add the Romulans later. I think that's the.
The Federate. Oh look, let's target those Hermes class because they're going to do us harm. Doesn't help that all these ships are lacking half of their firepower because, you know, torpedoes.
They haven't done the tech research. Oh, did you see that salvo?
The 2 beams.
No, that. Something's firing a lot of green, like that.
Oh, those are these.
Oh, it's the shotgun ships. So these basically work like a massive shotgun. It's so awesome.
Oh, autosave doesn't help.
The fleet is on fire.
Oh, he's not doing too well.
Oh, those torpedoes are going somewhere. The only way to live is to die.
Sir, massive signatures detected.
Uh-oh.
Oh, of course, the weapon.
Yeah, you're not going to have the plasma torpedoes, so they're just going to be like...
Still going to be pretty powerful.
I still love the formation they're in, though. Ba 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 ba.
Ba 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 ba.
It wasn't the tune I was doing, but we'll go with that. My precious.
I feel that this is a better take on the Romulan Warbird than TOS Remastered did actually, because they did like this checker pattern and I felt it was very boring.
To be honest, and I think this is something that people see the final product, but don't necessarily know is that how fine the balance is between what we've done with canon ships and the original source material to kind of get that you know, not going too far away and make it super modern looking, but what are you doing? But to kind of, you know, pay tribute to the original designs from the 60s and stuff, but bring it up in a way which just, you know, gives it that extra detail and isn't like basically redesigning the whole thing. Because I know we had a massive back and forth with the D7 over the
plating,
plating and the whole lines, and just making sure it's, you know, it's just right.
Seem to have a hard-on for the old school meta, isn't it? Don't they?
Oh yeah, they're loving the long-range torp bombing. There has been a request made for Constitution class reinforcement.
Nope.
Ooh.
Nope.
Can
String.
you copy that? Copy it to
it broke to. It broke to electric boogaloo.
I don't think that's even one of mine. I don't think it's a
stock
Hobbs
one.
error.
Oh,
It's
there
not
she
a Hobbs
goes.
error.
There she goes, folks.
Let me check the. It broke 2 electric boogaloo. Let's see what this is. Failed to find string random event resource boom name.
Guys, look at that debris. Poor Korolev. She got wrecked.
Korolev, more like Koroluza.
Yuck.
In before a single dart destroys them all. Only if it's on one of those little flying platform things from the comics. You need to upgrade. Is there a third
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Yeah, I shouldn't have gone to the
I guess those
upgrades.
abilities haven't been done yet.
No.
Which is why we should avoid Romulan abilities and playing as the Romulans.
Anyway, yeah, I think that's a nice moment to kind of end the stream for tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, no, that's good. I hope people have enjoyed. I hope too much Doctor Who chat hasn't tainted
Yeah.
people.
And
And we had a bit of pew-pews in there as well for good measure.
yeah, we'll show you some nice things for the Romulans at some point too, because I'm gonna redo, for example, our plasma torpedo charge-up effect, and Hobbs knows what it's gonna look like. You know, from like that little clip that Neff shared with us.
Yes.
So, gents, have a nice evening, and we'll catch you all next week, I'm hoping.
Take it easy, everyone.
Relax.